Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about artificial vegetative propagation with the help of use of specialized vegetative organs, and we have also discussed cutting. Now today we will take the third type of this artificial method of vegetative propagation, that is layering. In layering, in this method, the stem branch chosen for propagation remains attached to the parent plant body till the development of adventitious roots is induced on it. And in this method, the stem branch chosen for propagation remains attached to the parent plant body till the development of adventitious roots is induced on it. That means we can say, in this type of this vegetative propagation, roots are induced on the part or branch of the plant which is chosen for propagation while it is still attached with the parent plant body. And once root formation is induced, once roots are produced on this part, on this branch, then it is cut from the parent plant body and it develops into a new plant. In this method, the stem branch chosen for propagation remains attached to the parent body till the development of adventitious roots is induced on it. And if we artificially induce the development of roots on it, we artificially make it to produce the roots. Once roots are produced, we detach this part from the parent plant body, we detach this branch from the parent plant body and propagate it, and this part then develops into a new plant. This layering, it is of two types. Mound layering and ear layering. And this layering is of two types, mound layering and ear layering. Now we will see first what is mound layering. In this type of layering, the lower stem branch, for example, this is a plant, the lower stem branch, it is partially defoliated. It is defoliated partially. For example, if this is a branch, it is partially defoliated. Here we defoliate this part of the plant and is then bent close to the ground. We bent it close to the ground and covered this part with moist soil. In this defoliated part, we touch this part with the soil, cover this part with the moist soil in such a way that it is growing tip. This is kept in upward direction. And this tip remains above the soil, that is in upward direction, and this part that is defoliated, it remains covered with the soil, pegged and covered with the moist soil. The development of adventitious roots can be hastened by making an injury. And if we make an injury, we cut this portion, we remove the bark from this portion, make a ring of bark, and we also then treat it with auxins. This notched portion, this injured portion, we treat it with oxygen. This oxygen stimulates it to produce roots. This oxygen stimulates it to produce the roots. In this way, when roots are induced on it, when adventitious roots are induced on, we cut this portion from above the soil, and this develops into a new plant. This mound layering can be practiced in strawberry, jasmine, and some varieties of cherry. And in this type of layering, that is mound layering, it can be practiced in a number of plants like strawberry, jasmine, and cherry. This is mound layering. Number second, that is ear layering. This is also called gutti. Ear layering. This method is commonly practiced in plants which do not produce adventitious roots easily. And the plants in which adventitious roots are not produced easily. Number second, branches. In these plants, branches fail to bend because of their larger diameter. And in the plant branches, the branches of the plant, they are thick, they have large diameter, so we cannot bend them. Number third, stems are so mature, and in these plants the stems are so mature that lateral buds near base do not sprout by any other method or by other methods of layering. Then we can say this type of layering, that is ear layering, is practiced in plants which do not produce adventitious roots easily, whose branches fail to bend because of their larger diameter, and stems are so mature that lateral buds near the base do not sprout by other methods. Now what is done in this, how this is practiced, how this is done? In this slide, the stem is girdled, the stem branch, it is girdled. That is, a ring of bark is removed. For example, if this is a branch, we remove a ring of bark from it. We made an injury in such a way that we make a slit at an upright angle. Then this injured part, it is covered with moist moss or cotton wrapped in a polythene bag. This cut area is also treated with oxygen to promote root formation. This part of this stem or branch is also called a gutti. That is why we also call this type of layering as gutti. The branch along with the root, when it produces root, the branch along with the root is separated from the parent plant body. It is separated from the plant body, and it is inserted, it is planted into the soil where it develops, it grows into a new plant. And this is air layering. In air layering, the stem is girdled or given a slit at an upright angle, that then it is covered with the moist moss or cotton wrapped in a polythene sheet. The cut area is also treated with oxygen. The branch along with the roots is then separated from the parent plant to grow into a new plant. This is all for today. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.